Hopefully. Hello, it's us. We're back. Mostly.
Yes, we kind of.
I'm not sure I remember how to stream, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna put our best foot forward. I've got a red mic cover for the red fluffery that's going on, and I will be my best effort to be PG tonight. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Well,
gonna do
I'm actually wearing my it's a Hard Rock Punta Cana shirt for my Beachbody trip.
Hell yeah, let's go. Oh my god, what just happened?
Wait, how do you have confetti?
I don't know. Hold on, my camera just what? I'm
You're
scared.
if
Oh my god, it breaks it every time. What the hell? Hold on. I'm gonna fix this. I won't do it again. I was like, what the heck? Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry. I don't even know what I'm doing. Mac, like Apple, like let me know about the updates because I don't know what I'm doing.
oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Yes. Hello. If you're new here, there's technical difficulties that happen, but we sure do have a fun time while streaming. And we sure do get in a lot of trouble together. So
Yes, we do.
I'm happy to be here. We are streaming to Amy's channel, and my channel. I'm DC, and we both do anti-MLM content. And Amy was in I keep pointing to the wrong side. Amy was in Beachbody, and I just have a beef with Beachbody, now BODi. So we're here. Oh, I forgot my overlay of Autumn and Callie. While I'm getting my life sorted out, Amy, do you want to
Yeah,
introduce yourself?
and I can't see like any let me see if I can see the comments. And I want to make sure it's live on my channel because I couldn't see it just barely.
It looks like it's live on my end, but double check.
You just never know. You just never know.
You just
Okay.
never know.
So, my name's Amy, and I was in Beachbody for a while, and then didn't learn my lesson and went into Prove It. But BODi definitely is the one that impacted me the most. And I would say that I was more successful in BODi than I would in Prove It because Prove It I purchased my rank.
Oh.
That's it. That's how they do it. Uh,
Mm.
but yeah, so now really it's just doing education and let's see what else. I'm a wife and mom. I have 5 kids. Um and I'm back in school.
And what are you going to school for?
Marriage and family therapy. I'm going for my master's.
Let's go. I
So,
love it. I love it. And I really want to, at some point when Amy isn't like doing all the things, and I wanted to like pick her brain a little bit about the life coaching space because it's twisty over there. Amy is a life coach, and you have all the inside knowledge of that.
I do. When I just moved offices, there's my little certification.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, so it's interesting when you're in an MLM, a lot of people are in MLMs because they truly do want to help people. And I really did want to help people with
Yeah.
health and fitness. And after leaving MLM, I still felt that. I still felt that need. And I thought, well, then I'm going to be a life coach. And it's funny because I enrolled in life coach school January of 2020.
Mm.
And then the world went, to hell in a handbasket. But I got it. And as I started doing it, I was like, wait a minute, I still can't. It's like being in an MLM. I still don't necessarily have what I need to help people. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know you're like going to school to help people, but I'm not, everyone's going to say like, oh, you're love bombing. I'm not. When I got out of Young Living and I was like having a meltdown, like kind of an identity crisis, just what the heck's going on? Somebody led me to Amy's channel and I watched a video. I watched a lot of her videos, but that first one that he sent me to was like connected with me because Amy was articulating all the things that were running through my brain. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not alone. And so I just wanted to like as Ray Higdon says, edify you. But
Oh,
I just wanted to say nice things too that were truthful, that like you've helped. I mean, I know I'm only one person, but I know you've helped a lot of other people who watch your channel and subscribe and do that too. So
thank you very much. Yeah, it's been awesome. And and I just wanted to be able to actually have knowledge, have
yeah,
actual knowledge behind, what I'm trying to help people with. So yeah.
I love that. I can't wait till like I get to put a little disclaimer when I interview you on my channel after you get your master's, and like, here's the expert phoning in from whatever location you're phoning in from, and we can be like, yeah, this is not professional advice. Do not claim her as your therapist. All that other good stuff, because it's like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so fun.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh. Yeah, and lots of people are saying finding you has been so helpful in my cult deprogramming. So, yeah,
Oh,
people
Bethany. I love Bethany.
that's awesome. Let me before YouTube slaps us, let me go ahead and play the disclaimer, and we're not gonna be playing any, like we'll be playing one video potentially. If you have no idea who Callie is, and if you have no idea who Autumn Calabrese is, we're gonna like run it through just like a smidge, dip our toes in, because this is bad for BODi. It's bad for Carl. It's really bad for the stock price, which we kind of love, but like it is an interesting marketing thing where you have someone so visible leaving. So before we give too much away, I'm gonna play this disclaimer, and we will be right back. Where is it? Okay. BRB. I'm just being a little snarky. I know somebody probably cares, but just a little like we get it. We're just I'm just being a little snarky tonight. That's all.
Well, and it's funny because I was talking to one of my kids because they were asking, they're like, why do you want this stock price to go down? And, you know, there's a lot of angst because I know how many people it's going to negatively impact. However, the stuff that Carl is doing, thank you.
That's so nice.
He was never here. But it's only like you're putting band-aids on this gaping wound that I just don't think that they can come back from. I mean, his biggest thing was that they were having Brendan Burchard, that launched last week, and they're
Eye roll.
lower than ever, right? Like why they fired Petra and brought Brendan on, like
They're firing the wrong people and they're hiring the wrong people. Like Carl, someone send Carl a mirror so he can look at himself in the mirror and realize he is the problem. It's you.
yeah.
Yeah. It's literally an eye roll. I don't understand. And you're right. It is going to impact people. If BODi goes out of business, the employees at BODi don't have a job anymore. The super trainers don't. All the coaches who make commission don't get to make money. And we can talk about the negatives of multi-level marketing all day long. Yeah, that economically is going to impact people. The thing that's not as much being talked about, we talk about it here on our channel, but Carl doesn't seem to care. The people who have ended up with eating disorders in their lives and their finances absolutely wrecked, that don't feel like they can speak up because they're embarrassed or they're scared because of what their upline has said to them, or they're just like they don't know who to speak up to. Like those people, there's probably, I'm just guessing, at least hundreds of thousands of people who've been negatively impacted that way.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and Amber just posted too that you can't ask questions without it being removed. And like they are either limiting comments, they're deleting them altogether. Um, it's it is wild the information control
Mhm.
that they're doing. It just is it's crazy. And they I mean they said the customer database. Right, their customer database that is their big marketing plan that has 14 million customers in it. And it's like, how many of them are previous coaches that are like pissed off at you?
Yeah,
Like,
and are selling at different multi-level marketing companies now, like,
yeah.
including now Calabrese. Her last name is something different. It's we'll hear it in the video. I found a little 8-minute video of, like, her little spiel when she was still in Beachbody, and then the post where Autumn congratulated Callie for hitting diamond, and then we have the Exodus post, and then we have a screenshot of the stock price from today. We got some good things. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And if you don't know, Autumn Calabrese is a super trainer who's been platformed by Carl Deichler in a very strange way. She is the one that keeps getting put up on a pedestal again and again and again and again with like revision after revision after revision of a program that's just like not great. And she lost last year, the year before, no, last year, like 50 plus thousand followers for some of her posts that she was doing and some of her rants that she was making on Instagram. And again, it's like there's so much data out here that's telling Autumn and Carl something is wrong. Not just your paychecks are going down. What can we do to make the customer happy?
Well, I mean, even I can't even the number of people who have messaged compliance um because of the things that she's doing. I mean, when she just did the post and she basically was telling everyone, to F off and was flipping everybody off. And it's like that she's the face of a company.
Yep.
There are just some things that you don't do.
Yep.
It, it doesn't and it does not appear that there are ever any repercussions for her because she just continues to do it over and over and over and over.
Yeah. And it's so strange. You don't have to be a CEO. You don't ever have to have run a business to say, "Man, someone who's representing my company is now flipping off my customers on camera. Tell me why that's a good idea." What? What are you talking about? You don't have to have any business experience to say like, "This
Uh,
isn't good. This is
no,
not good." It's not
no, it's and then like someone said, then you have other people who have repercussions.
Yes. Amalia got written up for a sexy dance and Autumn got nothing.
I it's so weird when you see the platform that she has. I was looking at one of her Fit Over 40 reels that she just did, and her form is awful. She doesn't have any like she doesn't have current certifications. She, all of these things. And then you've got these other trainers and not even like the super trainers, but the trainers on Beachbody Live or that they had with OpenFit.
Mhm.
They have some amazing, amazing trainers, but they don't utilize them.
It is like the popular person at school
Mhm.
who either has something on somebody and people are afraid to say something against the popular person, and so to keep her prop or them propped up,
Mhm.
they're going to push down other people who are more talented or have better ethics or whatever because I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense from a marketing perspective at all. It
No.
just doesn't. It does not. And she's so visible. She has had good selling programs. And her sister, the blonde girl on this overlay that we have in the hot pink workout top, that is Callie. And she was a Beachbody coach, and we're gonna read the post on screen. And we're gonna just watch a little video so you can see kind of what she's about and I don't know, stuff like that. So
Okay.
I'm going to I let me know if y'all can hear us when I want to put some of the parts of the video I want to put up, like when we read the screen, like the post. I want to put that up so everyone can read it. So we don't have to do that yet. We'll just play the video on, and we can react to it as we go. So let me put this off. Add to stage. And hopefully we play. Nope. Dang it. Please hold. Technical difficulties. Present video file.
I
Dang
think
it.
the interesting thing while you're trying to get that going. So, and is it Callie or is it's not pronounced Callie. I want to say it's like Kaylee.
Maybe it's Kaylee, yeah.
I don't know. It is pronounced differently. So I
Yeah.
feel bad. No, I know we're saying it wrong.
Yeah, no, and that's no we're not trying to be like
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
not
trying to be
even.
inappropriate. I just have no idea how to pronounce her name.
I remember I had always said Callie, and then I was watching it's Kaylee.
Okay,
Thank you,
cool.
Bethany.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I was listening to a call because Kaylee was on Melanie Metro's team, and Melanie was the number one coach for years running, and she is one of Melanie's largest likes.
Yikes. Rip to
Yep.
Melanie's team. I'm laughing because sorry, please hold. I'm laughing because your top spot, I'm sorry, in the triangle of life of all multi-level marketing companies is so tenuous. If somebody leaves, that's why the control is there. That's why the behavior and the information and the thought and emotional control is there to keep people from leaving. And because Kaylee is so high profile, people are going to be watching her, and then they're going to go to the company she just joined. So we have a little info video about the company she just joined as well. So
Awesome.
yeah. Okay. So here we go.
Hey guys, I'm Kaylee Shackelford.
I should have got Kaylee. Okay, sorry. I should have known from the beginning. And yeah, her dimension of her videos off. I don't know why she exported it like this. So sorry.
Yeah, so at this time she was still married, so she went through a divorce.
Yes.
So,
yep. So this was the shortest video I could find where we kind of like could see what Kaylee was about. And I think that's kind of helpful because sometimes I don't even know who these people are, like what's their persona? What are they doing? So this is when she was still, again, as Amy's saying, married and in Beachbody.
Some of you know me as Coach Kaylee. I am the sister of Calabrese, who is the creator of 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, the Fix 8 Cookbook, Hammer and Chisel, soon to be released Country Heat, and the amazing Fix 8 Cookbook. And I'm here today because they've just announced they're doing something so exciting with 21 Day Fix Extreme, and I want you guys to get to be a part of it. So 21 Day Fix Extreme is the program that really got it started for me. This is the program that helped me take my fitness to the next level. It completely changed the shape of my body. It toned me up in places that I thought I would never get toned again after having 2 kids. It really helped me dial in my nutrition. I'm a certified holistic health coach. I eat really healthy.
What does that mean? What does a certified holistic health coach mean? Nothing?
It means nothing. Because like we talked about, I am a certified health and life coach. That means nothing. The amount of knowledge that you get from most of these places, that it's an unregulated industry. And I mean, Josh Coates is certifying people to be life coaches, right? Like,
yeah.
Stop. Like, it is absolutely nothing. And even then, you've got, I don't know if she went to the same thing of Integrative Institute of Nutrition. I don't know where Kaylee got her certifications. But they're not accredited. And that's where Autumn went.
Yikes. Yeah, I mean, I'm even surprised that Autumn Autumn's always like, "I'm reading a book. I'm, like, doing all the things." It's like, "Okay, but if we're gonna translate that to other things, yeah, can we learn something when we read books? Yes. Does that mean that when you read something like if you read a book about surgery that you can then do surgery? No, there should be guidelines when you're messing about with people's minds or their bodies or whatever. And the nutrition part seems important. And having a board of people saying, hey, you know what? This is not the Wild West. And right now, it is the Wild West. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, and I did think it was interesting, and I know some people are posting about this as well. It's kind of gross to me that your opening sales pitch is all about your relation to your sister. It
Yep.
is literally using that relationship to gain credibility.
Yep.
And then they had a falling out, and they don't even mention each other.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit of the tea? Why did they fall like, why did they have a falling out? Because we know that Autumn does not bring her sister up the past since I've been making content, from what I understand.
So it's interesting. And I would love to get, if people know more tea, they welcome
Yes.
to see the comments. From part of the issue is Kaylee is the one who comes up with ideas and Autumn takes them.
What?
Kaylee had a whole gut health program before Autumn.
Autumn's a plagiarizer? You don't say. Oh my god, I'm shocked.
And
Sarcasm.
Kaylee has been talking hormone health for the last year and a half, 2 years. So now Autumn is moving into the hormone health. And so Kaylee's first, but then Autumn is more popular, right? And is more well known, and so she takes it.
Wow.
That is how it appears to the rest of the world, because if you just look at the timing of things, and then they don't talk.
Wow.
They're Kaylee, even when they're in the same location, like when they were at like in Punta Cana, or were they in Punta Cana last year or I don't know. The last Success Club trip,
Yeah.
they don't even interact.
Ooh, yikes. This is the tea that I wanted to know. Oh my god. I have a perfect soundbite for this for Autumn and Kaylee.
We are not friends anymore. Oh. We are officially over. Oh, rats.
That's from Easy A. So I'm trying to feed you. No, I'm trying to read. Dom even went to his aunt without Autumn.
Yeah, he
Oh.
knows his cousins. And sometimes I know Autumn will have Kaylee's sons, but they don't interact. And it doesn't seem like Kaylee interacts with Bobby either. So I don't know, because Bobby and Autumn are, like that.
Isn't he her personal assistant or something? Or like something?
No, her personal assistant is her ex-husband. Her
brother. Sorry, Bobby. I was thinking I was on the track of her husband. Sorry.
No, her brother is the one that does all of the recipes and all of those things.
Yeah.
So,
he's the one that actually enjoys food sometimes.
Sometimes. He has his wagon hitched to Autumn as well.
Mm.
And so, it's kind of like how you stay in the MLM because that is how you're making your money. What else are you going to do? Bobby is known because of Autumn.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, yeah, when your whole livelihood is hooked to one person, I think that's that like fear that Carl has. He's lost so much money too. If he cuts ties with Autumn, but do you realize the cheer that people would have if Carl actually grew a backbone and said, you know what? I understand how this is supposed to work. I'm not going to be held like with something over my head anymore. Like, put out whatever you want to, Autumn. We're dunsies. You should have kept up your certification and your accreditation or whatever. You need to stop flipping my customers off. My customers are valuable, and you need to stop behaving like a spoiled brat. We're done. We're done.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. If you're just joining us, we are talking about Autumn Calabrese's sister leaving for a different MLM called Hugh and Grace, and we're going to we have a PowerPoint, but the first video didn't work, but we have a backup. So here we go.
Healthy, but I learned so much about portion control and about really fueling my body in a way to maximize my energy, but also maximize my health and fitness results. And it's a game changer. I've been doing this program since it came out consistently, and I absolutely love it. I've taken dozens and dozens and dozens of people through the program over the last year or so, and everyone who does it loves it. If you have not done it, then I want to invite you today, and if you have done it, to do it again. I want to invite you to join me in a challenge group. And we're going to be kicking this off on July 3rd because Beachbody just announced that they are filming a brand new infomercial to promote the 21 Day Fix Extreme program. But what they want to do is they want to feature real people like you.
You mean like when he first started Beachbody and he didn't have money to pay models, so that he lost weight himself, and like we're recycling this marketing technique again? Like, I don't understand.
All of their infomercials featured real people.
That too. That was their whole marketing plan. That was their whole deal, right?
I mean, because Turbo Jam was the one that I loved and that I started with like 20 something years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. What is she talking about? That this is it's kind of like them saying that, like this week, that they just, are starting a brand new thing where they're doing these previews of workouts. And it's like, no, dude, you've done this. What are you doing? I will say, out of 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme, I liked 21 Day Fix Extreme a lot better. But it definitely has problems that you realize once you start talking to actual trainers.
Yes.
That, and you work out 7 days a week.
Oh, 7 days a week?
It's a 30-minute workout every day.
I'm going to link Brianna Jewel in the chat. I'm also going to link Jen.
Yeah.
Brianna has roasted with Jen's help lots of Autumn's workouts. And it's not, I know some people are like, oh, you're just going to find anything you want to hate about Beachbody. When people start getting injured and you don't take accountability for your bad form and your awful moves, somebody has to say something. Guess what? Compliance doesn't give a flippity flop about, moves being wrong, and Carl doesn't either. And so, like, who's going to say something? Internet. Hello, it's us.
Yeah.
So,
it's wild. And, and I think I've talked about this before too. I was doing really well. I did Chalene Extreme, which was a weightlifting program that was awesome. Like, the old Beachbody programs were great. They were great.
yeah.
And then I lost a lot of weight. I got a lot of strength. I did all those things. Well, then I went to Autumn's programs and I'm lifting 5 and 8 pounds weights, and I lost everything, all the strength that I had gained.
Yep.
Because of the way that she does it.
Yep. I think Kat Benson has roasted it. And I say roasted it. How can comparing it to science and actual data that you learn and was you're a registered dietitian, how can that be like roasting it when you're just saying, like, sure, you're getting slapped by science. You should have understood what you were creating and talked to someone, a professional, a registered dietitian, before you put this out there. Because it's wild.
Abby Langer and Abby Sharp are both two that I would recommend looking at as well.
Awesome. So that's how do you spell that? I'll put it in both of our chats.
Abby Langer is ABBY.
LANDER.
She's hilarious. I absolutely love talking to her. She's really funny. And then Abby Sharp is ABBEY.
Okay.
Sharp. And she is amazing.
Cool. I put that in both of our chats and on Facebook as well. So cool. All right. And if y'all have other recommendations of other registered dietitians or certified personal trainers, let us know in the chat and we'll happy to share them.
The power lifter dietitian, I need to shout him out because he's mine.
Okay. The power lifter dietitian. Awesome.
He's actually the dietitian that I go to, Jen goes to, Jolene Atkins goes to, and I believe Cheryl. I don't know if Cheryl went to him or not, but he's like the snark crew dietitian.
That's awesome. Has he ever been on a stream before with you?
He hasn't. I should get him on. He's fantastic.
Oh my God, yes.
He's great. I remember our first meeting, he kept like looking at me like, these are some pretty deeply held beliefs as far as like, like, well, carrots, I can't eat carrots. And I mean, or at least I need to limit the amount because they are a higher sugar vegetable. And he's like, I'm pretty confident you're going to be okay if you have, 15 carrots. Like,
got to unlearn some things too. It's funny what seeps in and then what you continually hold on to. Yeah, we do. We miss Cheryl and
Cheryl is also going back to school, and
yeah.
it's just things are wild, but we do still talk.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, here we go.
What your experience is with the program over 21 days. So starting July 3rd, I'm going to take you through the program. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to help you with meal plans. I'm going to help you with recipes. I'm going to check in with you every day to help you get the most out of your workouts and to make sure that you're staying committed. Because these challenge groups, they're the difference between saying you want to do it or you're going to do it and actually doing it and finishing it. The accountability that you get from this group is going to be what takes you through it and helps you push and stay strong and just get the most out of it. So what will happen is, if you are ready to take your fitness and your health to the next level, if you are ready to commit just 30 minutes a day to feeling and looking like you've always wondered if you could.
So again, I know this is older. This really gives you a good idea about the mindset of BODi coaches. I say Beachbody because it's Beachbody on demand interactive, and they've made their name that, but it's Beachbody's still in the name. It gives you a good idea about her, about what lots of coaches are still teaching, but it gives you a kind of like an 8-minute, like, this is who Kaylee is. So
Yeah. To answer, yes, the powerlifter dietitian, he does work with me online through Zoom, and he takes insurance, which is really nice if you happen to have insurance that covers it. Because I mean, honestly, and I just, anyone out there, check with your insurance program, because I just assumed that a dietitian was going to be super expensive. And so I went MLM route when
right.
my insurance covers the dietitian at 100%.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Oh my gosh, what in the world? And so, but this is kind of hurting my heart watching her, because she truly does want to help people. I just feel like she's very she's
In the
off.
dark.
Yeah, she has kind of gotten off. Um and it just is so hard because I see that she wants to help people.
Yeah.
I think she does want to help people be healthy, but I don't think she goes around about it the right way.
Yeah, and there's like intention and also execution of what you believe in, like how you want to do it, but it gets twisty because you could say all day long like this will help this when there's maybe no scientific data that is it, or she could believe being this size is going to lead to the healthiest version of a person, when that's not what the data says a lot of the times. Like, it's a multifaceted look at what is health for people. It's not just your size. It's not just, eating clean. It's not just whatever. Yeah. It's there's a lot more to it. And so
I'm looking at her website right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh.
It twisty. It really twisty. It really twisty.
Like, you've always thought, I know I could be just a little stronger. I wish I could have just a little more energy. I wish I could
eat more food,
a little better at night. You can. I'm almost 40. I have 2 kids. I homeschool. I work. I'm here to tell you, you can do it with this program. It makes it so easy. We all have 30 minutes a day for our health, and we're going to do it. So starting July 3rd, we will check in with our Facebook group every single day. I will walk you through this program for 21 days. We will submit our results to Beachbody, and they're going to choose people who were committed to the program, who had amazing results, who can inspire other people to take control of their health, because that's what this is all about. So this is not a fitness model competition. This is not about who can get the best bikini body. This is about who can take control of their health.
No.
Same thing. It's for them. It's the same. For them, it's the absolute same. The more control you display, the smaller you'll be. That's how I think Autumn and Kaylee were at one point.
Well, absolutely. And the fact that all the before and afters, a lot of them are in bikinis. So yes, you are trying to look good in a bikini. Yes, the countdown to competition plan was in 80-day obsession, where it's the 80-day obsession meal plan is actually when I finally was like, I can't do this anymore, because I could see what it's going to do to me mentally. It was kind of my breaking point. Oh, was countdown to competition 21-day fix extreme? Yeah, it was the eating plan that went with 80-day obsession that was my breaking point. But yeah, look good naked. Like, come on. The things that they say. And I just want to point out, so Amber was in the 21-day fix. She was in some of the ads for it.
Yep.
So they put her in the 21-day fix ad, but the results that she got came from 21-day fix, from Insanity, from like multiple programs. So you got to be a little bit leery of these before and afters, because it's not necessarily just that program.
Yeah, and are they leading up to the photo shoot of being in the commercial? Are they doing so a lot of times, and it's not the healthiest thing to do, but when you're gearing up for a competition show, sometimes like the more extreme or old school coaches will have you do this type of reducing sodium so low to the point, and then they add it a little bit back so you get a little bit of a pump when you're supposed to go on stage, and then after competition's over, your body, like, it goes wild, and so you don't know what really is going on. And if the owner of a company had ethics, Carl, I'm looking at you, they would say, anybody who's going to be in this program, what we would like is for you to only do this program and eat whatever food thing that comes out with it, because we wouldn't want someone to make a decision that's based off of information that is not correct. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
But I mean, like what Katie just posted. She was in a Shakeology ad when she was deep in Beachbody. It was after she'd done 10 rounds of Lift 4 and restricted her eating for 1.5 years. It's not just Shakeology.
wow. That's
Wow.
wild. I hope that you're healing from out of that, from all that, because that is wild. And again, that's just one of many, 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 many stories. Even Amy has had multiple knee replacements because of BODi, in my opinion, of the mindset in the groups, of feeling like, and I don't want to tell Amy's story. I'm just like, I'm raging for Amy because the control group aspect of this is wild.
Yeah, I just want to point out though, I think it was maybe Monday. I was at the gym working out, and I realized that I was kneeling, and I haven't been able to kneel for like a year and a half. And I'm
awesome.
Oh my gosh, because when you go to these extremes, it is wild how much you lose it. And then you get injured, and then it's completely gone. My wife thinks I look good naked.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Amazing. But you get to the point, like you go to the opposite extreme where like I wasn't able to really even work out for like a year and a half. And it's because of the things that I did there.
And then if you had stayed in, you might have just kept like attempting, to make it work.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're out. I really am glad you're out. So
who can meet the goal that they set for themselves, a realistic, healthy goal. You know, maybe it's just to be stronger, it's to have more energy, it's to, you know, just lose that last 10 pounds that you've been pushing for that just doesn't seem to want to budge. Whatever it is for you, it's about being consistent, being accountable, and taking charge of your health. So if you're sitting there thinking like, I'm not going to get some fitness model body in 21 days, those aren't the people who are going to be featured in the infomercial. They want real people, real results, real health. And that's what this is about. So this is just about you seeing how far you can take your health and fitness. How great is your body designed to feel? And what can you accomplish in 21 days? What bad habits can you break? And what new amazing habits can you set? So if you are wondering that question about yourself, if you've been saying, I'm going to do this, I want to do this, and you know, it's always tomorrow, or it's Monday, or it's next month, or it's when I get back from vacation, just stop putting it off. You can do this in real life. You are not going to be deprived. You are not going to feel like you're missing out.
Is she talking about Autumn's program?
Well, and so I just thought about, so I just pulled up on Beachbody On Demand's website.
Yep.
And they're showing, you know, 21-day fix extreme results. Okay. And this is where the problem lies to me. So, they are talking about how much weight you can lose in just, you know, 21 days. So this woman lost 17 pounds and 12 inches in 11 weeks. That's a lot. Like,
Holy crap.
man, let's see, lost 10.2 pounds in 21 days. So 10 pounds in 3 weeks. And the recommendation is to lose 1 to 1.5 pounds per week.
If that, you know what I'm saying? Like what was the weight that person lost? Because you could say, "Oh, I lost 10 point whatever pounds." Was it all fat? Was it water and fat? Was it muscle? Where was the muscle from that you lost? Because guess what? There's some pretty important organs that are, say it with me, muscles.
Yeah,
Your
this
heart. Hello.
I mean, and this guy's saying he lost 30 pounds and 30 pounds and 4 inches in 21 days.
How is that possible? Would it be more inches? Like, no?
I mean,
30 pounds is a lot, though. I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. I'm not laughing at these people. I'm just laughing because I'm like shocked and uncomfortable.
Again, when they do something this extreme, oh, Karina, I know I have some of Amber's ads. I'll find one for you. But when you do something that extreme, it's not sustainable, and you can potentially be doing a lot of harm to your metabolism and your body and your muscle and all of these things. Like,
Yep.
oh, yikes. Oh, Katie, I am so grateful that you are out.
Yeah. That's awesome. So we're gonna go back. I think we kind of get the idea of like where her mindset was, I like what she was promoting, what like she was fully bought into. So this is the timeline. I love like a backstory. So this is before she gets a divorce. She gets a divorce, and then we're gonna hear her moving across country and then becoming the diamond coach. So I'm going to. Here is the screenshot. This is the post that Autumn did. I don't know what happened to Autumn's profile picture, but this is from Autumn. That's her sister. So this is what this says. A huge congrats to my big sis, Coach Kaylee, for hitting diamond as a Beachbody coach today. And this is from February 19th, 2018. It might not seem like a big deal, but oh my gosh, it is. I've been a Beachbody super trainer for almost 5 years now. When I started, I encouraged my sister to become a coach. There was a lot of hesitation. With the launch of 21 Day Fix, she started, but again, hesitation, doubt, not understanding what exactly she should be doing, and she gave up. A few years later, a divorce, a move across the country, and a chance to start over, she went for it again. This time, she fully committed. There was a new drive knowing that after years of being home with my nephews, she didn't want to go back to an office job. There was still doubt. There were still moments she talked about just getting a job because she didn't know if this would pay the bills. But she stayed focused, head down, and motivated. Today, she hit diamond. That's a big deal and a lot of work. Anyone can make an excuse why they can't do it, but anyone can also make an effort and prove to themselves that they can. People helping people lead healthy, more fulfilled lives. That's what we do. We are Team Beachbody. I'm so proud of you, Kaylee. I knew you could do it.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about a couple things.
Yes.
One, I like what Bethany said. Like, her success is not because she fully committed. It's because she was in 80-day obsession and her sister is Autumn Calabrese.
Yep.
So there is that. Now, I don't want to take away. I know that Kaylee works hard. Like, I know that she was out there and she was doing it. But this was in 2018. So I looked. That was February 2018.
Yep.
The average earnings for a diamond coach in 2018 was $15,807 annually.
What? And
That
she's
was,
living in California?
that was the amount. That was the average annual amount for a diamond coach.
What does that get you in California? Like a 32nd of a house? Like what does that get you? I mean, no, I love California. It's a beautiful state. Cost of living is high. How can you say that $15,000 does anything to move the needle for you? She was living with Autumn? That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
There you go.
Pr-
But I think
Mystery solved.
that's one of the things, though, is when they tell you, like, oh my gosh, you're a leader. And then to me, as a leader, you would assume like this huge promotion that I would be making at least a livable wage.
15,000 is living in your car money.
It absolutely is.
Yep.
Oh man. Yikes. Yeah, because this is how my mind works. I have a spreadsheet comparing the income disclosures from 2018 to 2022. So
I love that. We love the numbers, and you're never gonna see, in my opinion. We've waited for people in multiple multi-level marketing companies to give us the data. Even in all of these like quarterly calls that Carl Deichler does with his with all of his angel investors and people like getting fed up with what he's doing, he doesn't give us the numbers. He won't even tell them about the commission stuff for the coaches because those are just his beloved, unsophisticated volunteer sales force. So
yep.
yeah. I think this is bad for Autumn Calabrese because everyone knows that Kaylee is her sister, and Kaylee leaving, even though they know they've had a falling out, it doesn't put a good light on how shiny and amazing and new and sparkly BODi is. And so because Carl has done this where he has put Autumn on a platform above all other platforms, he's done this where this amount of attention is going to be bad for him. And I don't know.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's the post that Kaylee did. I think we may need to we'll go down here. I wish we could go the other side. Let me make a new scene. That's fine. Well, we can, okay, so Kaylee said, I think part of the reason we hold on so tight is because we fear something so great won't happen twice. I read that recently and finally felt like I had the words to share about my decision to leave Beachbody after almost a decade. BODi became a consistent part of my life when I was truly at my lowest, weighing in at 99 pounds, divorced without a job, lacking confidence, new to California and missing my home, my friends, and the familiar. Scared and unsure how I would support myself and my two boys with zero vision for my future. The workouts built physical, mental, and emotional strength. They helped me find confidence and self-love. The community gave me connection when I felt isolated, and the business over time gave me an income that cared for me, Cade, and Jake. It was wonderful. For a long time, I was grateful, and I always will be. Let me just see where this leads off. But when we sorry, I'll make it smaller. But when we were never meant to stay stagnant, and that's how I felt. Stagnant, stuck, and over time out of alignment. My goals, my needs, my passion, they were shifting. I was feeling led in a new direction. Amy, if you want to read the next one, here's the next one in the middle, and I will fix the slide in a second. But
instead of embracing it, I tried to shove it down. I felt indebted. Following my heart felt like a betrayal, so I ignored it until the discomfort of staying became greater than the discomfort of starting over. If you've been on this journey with me, you know that I've been talking about hormone health for a long time. I've been on my own journey. I've created courses and resources and started seeing private clients again. One day, I looked up and realized I had stopped fighting to hold on to the comfortable and had started building something new. My joy came back. My voice came back. My creativity came back. Doors started opening, life started flowing, and that's when I knew this was no longer a choice. It was a transformation in progress. Let's see.
I think
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say there's just like 2 more paragraphs. Someone sent it to me as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's the last part, but if you want to read the rest of it.
After settling into the official shift to hormone health, an opportunity presented itself to partner with a new company, one with a similar passion for hormone health, education, and simple lifestyle swaps. A small company with a big vision and an ear to listen, a space where I can keep serving through my courses and communities while also building something new. I hope you'll stick around for the next chapter.
Cross recruiting nightmare, Carl Deichler, aisle 2.
Wow.
You know how many people are going to go over and want to get close to her because she's Autumn Calabrese's sister and that she was a big coach and Beachbody, and they're like, okay, she's jumping ship. We're going to jump too. So they can get up under her downline really like closer to her top. Legs.
That is wild. It's interesting too. So I'm guessing, I can't, I'm not saying this for 100%, but Kim Lima is the one. She went to Hugh and Grace. She left a few weeks ago. So I'm wondering if Kaylee went with Kim.
That totally could be.
Because Kim's the only one I've seen that has gone to Hugh and Grace. And
I have a Hugh and Grace like little trailer video, so we're gonna figure out, like, y'all can see what that is too. But that's her post, which is bad. It's this is so I know this is like I was trying to lay this out in like a this is bad for Carl Deichler. This is absolutely bad for Carl Deichler because Autumn Calabrese, the person that you have promoted and highlighted above all other super trainers, her sister that everyone knows is her sister, has basically said the company that she was a part of out of alignment. She's not aligned with them anymore, and now she's joining a small company that she is aligned with. And what does that say? Bottom of the S-curve, baby. We're like ground floor freaking opportunity. Join now. It's going to be a cross recruiting nightmare.
Absolutely. Well, and here's the problem too. Like, she was still promoting Beachbody up until you leave. That is one of the problems that I have. And you saw this with several of them that left. A good example would be Lindsay Stay. She was another one of Melanie Mitro's that left. And she went to Modere. And she had just hosted a retreat for all of her diamond coaches, like 2 or 3 weeks before she left. So you want to talk about some cross recruiting?
I bet that's what happened there. It was going to be like, this is going to be an emotional time for us because I wanted to tell y'all first because y'all deserved for me to tell you in person that I am going to be stepping away from Beachbody. And while I can't ask you to come with me because that would be breaking the rules, I didn't want to just ghost y'all. That's how the conversation's going to go. And people are going to say, oh, well, where are you going? Where are you going?
100%.
What's it about? And then they're all going to come with her or with them, whoever.
Okay. So I am trying to find, I thought I had a screenshot, but my screenshots are a little ridiculous that I have. But so one of the issues, I just want to talk financials for a second because I think it'll be interesting to see if they share something similar this next time. Oh, here we go. I finally found it. All right. So they had in between the 9 months ending September 30th. All right. So they had this is a line item, and this is talking about the decrease in digital revenue. The decrease in digital revenue for the 9 months ending September 30th, 2023, as compared to the 9 months ended September 30th, 2022, was primarily attributable to a $33.5 million decrease in revenue from their digital streaming service due to 34% fewer subscriptions on lower demand and a decrease of $3.8 million in fees from partners due to a 24% decrease in the number of partners.
Yikes. Yikes, Carl. Where's my little womp womp? Yikes. Oh my God.
They had decreased, they had lost 24% of their partners.
Yep. As Bethany says, wowie, wowie, wowie. Yes. Yep.
And that's one of the things that still just shocks me, that he went public, because now he has to say these things. He has to say these things out loud.
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
A whole quarter. That's not just like 1% down. That's not, I mean, we understand what 24 means. Like, that's a lot. You know what's also a lot? Where the Beachbody stock started at like 13 or 14 bucks a share, and it's at like 16 bucks. And we've got do we have a screenshot?
16 cents was the last one I saw.
Yep.
Today.
I took a screenshot, so we're gonna see that at the end of the presentation. But
oh
yeah. Here's the video of Hugh and Grace. Hopefully it works. Oh my God. Nope. Why is it not working? Hold on.
Will the video not play? So Hugh and Grace started in 2020. So it is new.
Yep. Hold on. I will get the link real quick. It's on their website.
And while you're doing that, they also said on the call, on the third quarter review, that they had tens of thousands of partners, is what Beachbody said. And when I was there, they had said that they had around 400,000.
Oh, what? Oh
So
my God.
now they've got tens of thousands. That could be 20,000 up to like 99. Who knows?
Yeah, we certainly don't know. Here is this. So I'm going to share. I'm going to go full screen. And we're going to put it here. And we're going to press play. Oh, wrong. Sorry. I'm just ruining my life tonight. Okay, sorry. I added the wrong thing. Sorry. Starting over.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Ben.
We are the founders, CEOs, and parents of Hugh and Grace. We created Hugh and Grace to enhance your life with natural, high-performing, versatile products that help support hormone health.
We started Hugh and Grace to solve a problem.
It took us a really long time for us to have our family. We could never get pregnant, diagnosed unexplained infertility. Incredibly, we have our family, and sister volunteered to be our surrogate and gave birth to our son, Hugh. And then my sister volunteered to be our second surrogate and gave birth to our daughter, Grace.
It was really when we got to the other side of the struggle where we looked back and said, man, there are a lot of things that we wish we'd have known. Simple health principles that have nothing to do with what you would consider as fertility, but everything to do with good health. So we decided, let's do something about it. And that's the foundation of Hugh and Grace.
So we create products that go on, in, and around your body. Products that help detox, repair, and protect yourselves from chemical exposure. Products that work incredibly well, that are luxurious, high performing, and also natural.
The pandemic got us all thinking. How do we want to live? Do we really have to live the way we had in the past? Do we have to do things the way that society had told us to? How could we mix our lifestyle with our livelihood? If we could do that, we're creating something special. We wanted to be able to reward those who shared our products word of mouth, which is the most effective way to market. And we wanted to do it in a way that made sense.
So we have a retail component, we have an affiliate component, we have an advocate component. Through this model, it has been truly inspiring, but you can have it all. You can prioritize family and still achieve success.
Hugh and Grace is built by a community of advocates, advocates of change, advocates of products, advocates for their families and for themselves. That's what powers the Hugh and Grace business model.
And I feel like with Hugh and Grace, that has been the most amazing part of our platform is people have the ability to be stay-at-home moms. They earn great income. They can join amazing
San Antonio
community. They
again.
have better products. But really, it's changing their lives. Maybe it just ends up being products you love and you've lost nothing for trying, or maybe it changes everything.
Okay. We ate it. Sorry. Yikes.
Yeah. I mean, like someone said, the manipulation with the fertility story. Oof. Hey, Jen. Oh man. It's the fear mongering, and it's the things you put on, around,
And in.
and in your body.
Yeah, and if you don't get that kind of like mindset, that's the doTERRA, the Young Living, the type of thing that's saying you're putting things and you're exposed to everything, what you touch, what you smell, what you're putting on your skin for your skincare that could be doing something insidious in your body. That's the whole premise for all this stuff. And I'm not saying that some people aren't sensitive to stuff. I'm allergic to a lot of things and I'm sensitive to smells. They go one step further and say that these things are also blocking you from bodily processes like being able to conceive, etc., etc., etc. And what a delightful business opportunity we have now in selling you our overpriced products.
Yeah. I mean, and here's the products, I don't know what the products are like. And, some of the reviews, if you look at reviews, they look like they are fairly good products. And I want to make sure that that is one of the things that people understand. A lot of the time, there are some really good products.
Yep.
Otherwise, people would not do it. Right?
Yeah, it's not all a placebo effect where everyone's getting brainwashed and they're all excited at a party and everyone's being mind controlled with a secret machine in a back room. Like, it's not like that. There's some good products. Now, should someone pay 6 times market value for it? That's the question. And yes, that's the twisty question. We don't think so. And
here's the thing, and a lot of them are starting to do this where it gets a little more complicated because you can do it as an affiliate or you can do it as an MLM, and so you get confused on, wait, is this company even an MLM or not, because of the way that they market it and the way that they do it. But I will tell you right now, the amount of money that you make selling products is nowhere near what you make from a downline. It's the MLM portion that is why these products have to be priced so high.
Yeah, they have to pay out corporate the cost of creating the products. They have to pay out the commission structure, however that commission structure gets paid out. That has to all be worked into the cost of the product. And that's why we see 4, 5, 6 times market value for these products. And I think it's hopefully it's an easier conversation if someone loves MLM stuff to say, yeah, you know what, there are some good products in MLM. Is it worth it to participate in the commission structure and potentially wreck your family financially for one product? We don't think so.
No. And one of the reasons, in my opinion, that the companies do this and do the MLM model is because they have this, requirement, all of them do, that you have to be a product of the product. So they know that they're going to have those sales every single month.
Yep.
Like the number of people, I mean, you can say this with any of the companies, to be a pyramid scheme, you have to have, you have to have like 70% customers. Beachbody had us sign everybody up as coaches. Like the whole
You're
thing,
taught.
it was not about the product. It
Yep.
wasn't about the product. It was about recruiting. And then it was getting them to stay on that cycle and stay on that order so that and the company knows that. That's one of the reasons they put that in the financials. They lost their digital subscribers went down because they lost so many coaches.
Yep. And I think I guess this is one thing that I can speak to because of the recruiting process and like being influenced and the relational aspect when you get in and you're doing a one-on-one or you're having a conversation when you're dealing with this health and wellness space, it gets emotional quick, especially if like I have never been able to get pregnant. And so it's an emotional topic for me. So it could be emotional for other people and someone saying, "Oh, did you know the reason that you're struggling with your fertility is some secret unknown thing that you might have been exposing yourself to?" And so wipe out every potential thing in your house, change out all your cleaning products, change out all your makeup and all of your skin cleansers and all your soaps and everything because you don't know what is like blocking your whatever endocrine system or whatever it is. And so it's like, "Oh my gosh, well, my friend's telling me this. My friend is able to get pregnant now. I'm going to try it." Those conversations are going to happen. I've heard those conversations firsthand when I was in Young Living. And also, even being anti-MLM since 2022, I bought a ring from a rep. When I was doing a members only live stream, for me, it's like you feel sorry for the people. And here's when I can have sense now, this much time after the fact, it's one of the beauty of MLMs, I guess of people in MLMs is that you control the MLM. And here's how. By muting them, by not buying into their stuff, you reduce their power and impact. And here's the thing, it's the reps that are going to have to stop buying from them. Because when the reps buy volume from the company in almost every single MLM, that's when the upline gets paid. That's when the I'm frozen, but that's when the MLM makes money. So it's not like no one's submitting sales reports at the end of the month to what they sold to customers and then the upline gets paid. It doesn't go like that. If Amy, who's an incredible salesperson, talks me into buying something to help her maintain her rank, that's it. I don't have to sell to a customer, or she doesn't really care if I sell to customers because she's already gotten paid. And then the companies have already gotten paid.
It's like Mary Kay, right? Like you get them to front load. And
Yep.
so you've already been paid for it.
Yep.
And so I mean that's where the problem is. And the fear that you play on people with, especially with health related concerns, whether it's, my previous upline did it because she had several pregnancy losses. And, and Autumn even talked about, was it with Gut Protocol that she talked about the fact that so many people had gotten pregnant after doing Gut Protocol. It's, because people want, they want to have that. They want to be able to be like, okay, this is why, and I can fix it. They want to feel like it's something that they can control.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. And the thing is, they twist the line between science and pseudoscience because there is something to be said how stress impacts the body. There is something to be said that once you change one of the factors, your body is a little bit twisty. Mine's still twisty from the panini too. And like, guess who can help you with that? A doctor. And yeah, are all out doctors great? No, they're not. Does everyone have access to a doctor? No. I will tell you this. I don't think that you're going to find the answers in a product that's 6 times the market value. I don't think you're going to. There's comparable things on the market as well.
So I have another question though. it's so they're saying that in a roundabout way that this was part of the reason for their infertility. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is what I heard
Right.
in this was because of the things we were putting in, around, and on our bodies, this happened. They still have infertility. Their 2 children that they have were surrogate.
Yep. Yep.
So I don't understand the story. I don't know.
Yeah, how does the story make sense? Because your product didn't help you with your fertility journey. Someone else let you very kindly too. You
Which
got
is
to have 2
amazing.
babies. You
Yeah,
had
I
the
love
money.
that they did that.
Yeah, it's just what did Hugh and Grace help do in that process? It made you enough money that you could pay for the medical bills, like,
Yeah.
or the IVF or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know because like in Young Living, my upline was having issues with being able to carry a baby to term and believed that because when they introduced the oils into her life that she was then able to do that. And then lo and behold, it was that, and it was also daily injections because she had a blood clotting disorder. So like it's twisty because you're going to say it's Young Living, but also the
Yeah.
current medical techniques and knowledge are helping you be able to have your kids you have, which is incredible. Just tell the truth.
Yeah, I mean, and nobody wants to take any of that, like, joy from you. Like, that's amazing. I'm so glad that they were able to have
Yep.
children. But like like Melissa said right here, blaming complex medical issues on using chemicals and then creating a brand to profit off of it's gross. It's really gross.
Yep. Yep. And so now we see Kaylee going from Beachbody, which is an ecosystem for twistiness, and who she's already been. Some of y'all were mentioning that she was talking about fertility when she was doing the workouts as well at one point. I haven't seen those yet, so I'll have to dig deeper into it. But now she's moved to another company that and probably bringing people with her. But the one of the things is this is just like another hit for Beachbody's plummeting stock price. And I took this screenshot when I was making this today. It might have been even lower, but it was 16 cents when I took the screenshot about 5 p.m. Central. And it might even be even lower. But
Well, here's the thing. I totally lost what I was going to say. All I can say is I'm getting up at 4:30 to do my workouts again because for some strange reason I like it.
that's
And
awesome.
I'm tired. I'm tired. My thought will come back to me. Oh, I know. I remember what it was. So Isabella Lantern did a video on Hugh and Grace, and so has Brianna Jewel.
Oh,
So
cool. Let me link Brianna and I'll link Isabella too. Hold on.
yeah, they both did that.
Okay. Isabella Lantern.
It's so hard. I think there's a lot of them that appeal to, if you've had any children with health issues, or I have several that struggle with ADHD, and then they're like, oh, this helps with that, and this helps with Jen's funny. It is a deload week, so that does help, Jen. It does help. It's a deload week for me this week. But you get these things that, of course, having a baby, parenting, all these different things, it's so stressful. It's so hard. And who wouldn't want to make it better? You know, but then to say, like the happy juice or, whatever. I have a friend who's selling that and with Amari, and she's talking about how amazing it is and how much it's helped her kids. And I, just think, oh my gosh, stop it.
Yeah. It's wild. It's twisty too. And one of y'all were saying like you're nervous now Your biggest concern when my partner and I get pregnant that a Hun might prey on me because I've had a few miscarriages. That's valid because they're taught. We've heard so many trainings where they're taught, look for something vulnerable in your friend or your family or an acquaintance or at the grocery store, something, you're gonna hear something. And you're waiting to hear one of those things that your product can help, and that's your opportunity. So I would say, like, it's good to be aware of it and then figure out what you want to say now and have a strong boundary and clear and concise, and then practice it before you run up to the into that situation, because that's what I find. I get stuck sometimes by surprise if I'm not ready to be able to, no, this is a boundary. I'm not accepting any, like, whatever, MLM fluffery.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
Yep. They absolutely feast on parents, particularly moms of kids who are neurodivergent, and instill all these harmful beliefs in the parent against their own kid. I absolutely hate it so much.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know for me, it you like for example, with dealing with, we've got a variety of neurodivergent issues here that we deal with. We deal with ADHD, we deal with OCD, and as a Hun, I would have been trained to use that in my stories to appear relatable, to find my people. And so you were taught to prey on other people
Yep.
that way.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating. And then you see, so Elizabeth said, as a neurodivergent person, this makes me livid. Absolutely. Because what then happens is you get pulled into it, and your neurodivergent issues can sometimes keep you stuck.
Yeah, and I think Stephen Hassan, he was talking to someone and I don't remember the conversation, but he was talking to someone that said specifically neurodivergent individuals are more susceptible to multi-level marketing opportunities. I do opportunities in air quotes because, it's a trap. But that was very interesting because of the way the brain is, and the brain's incredible when you add the incredible neurodivergencies in there, that it makes someone more susceptible to multi-level marketing stuff, which is, I say it's interesting. It's something to be aware of. The more information we have, the more that you get to empower yourself to prevent you from getting sucked into the void of multi-level marketing stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've enjoyed watching the Body Lose Stock, and my other former MLM is in major trouble too. Usborne Books and more. Paper Pie now. Yep.
It's wild right now, and you'll see some things, I mean, really across the board. Most of the MLMs are struggling right now. It's wild to watch. Yeah, yeah, it is hard enough to parent neurodivergent kids. Yeah,
Let me see.
yeah. Yeah. So again, Hugh and Grace, and this is an interesting one. I know I pulled up some of their information, but they don't really have much as far as their commission structure. So they do 25 to 40% earnings on all sales paid weekly. This is being an advocate. 25% discounted pricing on all products. And then they don't say how it works as far as your team commissions. I have yet to see that, and I'm wondering if that was in Isabella's stuff, because I haven't seen that yet, and they do not have an income disclosure statement.
Oh, how surprising. How surprising. Yeah, so definitely check out, let's see, if you type in Isabella Lanter, Hugh and Grace, that her video will come up.
Even if you Google Hugh and Grace MLM, Isabella's video is the first one that pops up.
That's awesome. And Brianna Jewell has a Hugh and Grace video. It's interesting to see who will come over with Kaylee to Hugh and Grace. And it's so bad. Can I just say, marketing wise, Carl letting people know about the commission structure change so far in advance from it hitting December 4th or whatever it's going to be, Carl wrecked his life because that said to the coaches, Carl doesn't have our backs. Carl, like, this is not a place that I can thrive here. I'm going to start looking now. So those changes that Carl wanted to like make incredible for his coaches and all this stuff right before Christmas hit, it's just going to give them enough time. I'm moving companies now. I'm bringing everyone with me. I'm going to get those bonuses for hitting whatever ranks I need to in the first couple weeks. And then I'm going to, leave Beachbody and stop having to drink plaster-esque Shakeology.
So here's a question. I believe Kat is under Kaylee.
Oh my God. No way.
Yeah. I know Kat's on Melanie Metro's team. I want to say Kat's under Kaylee. If anyone knows in the comment section.
Yes. Let us be nosy. Tell us.
So someone had asked if we thought the industry was going to disappear. No, I don't. I don't think it will because it's been around for so long, but they are going to have to make a lot of changes. And I think a lot of the companies may disappear, but I think the industry as a whole would still be there.
Yeah, and this is a good point, Hannah. How am I going to pay for Christmas? Oh, I'm going to pay for Christmas with the fast start bonus at a new company. And she did that post. That's going to signal. It's the bat signal to like the fastest person who joins me, the better, because you're going to get to be at the top. You're going to get people stacked underneath you. Kaylee's top leaders in MLM are always stacking. We can say, oh, that's not appropriate. Nobody really does that. They all do it. And they do it strategically, strategic placement. So if you make that decision fast, okay, Danielle Baker, Kat Napolitano. No, I don't know if Kat, I'm sure she's probably not. Kaylee, whatever, Calabrese, all these people, I was naming ones from different companies. Okay, I'm leaving now. The first person in their DMs who, kind of is good at sales. All right, you're on my front line. I'll stack people below you so that they can rank up and then I can rank up and that everyone can rank up.
Yeah. And, you've got some of these coaches who have been around forever.
Yep.
So like Kim Lima was one that she was around for a really long time before she left. And, so that you're going to start to see the heavy hitters leaving because you can just see. It's so funny talking to people in my DMs every day. Like the desperation from these top coaches is just oozing out. It's wild because their checks, I can't even imagine how much their checks have gone down.
What? They're massively in debt and are selling their home office warehouse building today.
Is that the Usborne Books one? Paper, is that the Usborne Books? Is that who you're talking about, Katie?
Wow. It's wild.
Yeah. I think you're just going to start to see more and more of them, and then you see things. I wonder if she got any kind of a bridge contract to go over.
Oh, I'm sure.
So that would be
you would be an unintelligent person to be running a multi-level marketing company and not scope out strategic people to start conversations with and then get them to come over and do some type of bridge, some type of master distributor, some type of really appealing, shiny offer. And again, anything looks better than the new Beachbody compensation plan. Anything does. Carl's like, you know what? I'm going to make the marketing move of a lifetime. And it's not going to be good. It's going to be a dumpster fire. We're going to let people know months in advance, 2 months in advance before Christmas, that we're going to change the comp plan right before Christmas. We're not going to change the entire thing because guess what? The last part of it's going to kick in January.
Well, and our newest plan is to decrease. So we're decreasing your discounts and your commissions. And now we're going to introduce the Growth Day app. That is one more expense you have to pay for so that you can sell it. So that's an extra $30 a month for Growth Day.
Listen, Can I just say this? Let's say Beachbody person, you make it a body coach, you make it this far in the stream. You may hate our guts. Can you please just like research Brendan Burchard and listen to him and say, is this worth $30 a month? Because let me tell you right now, it's not. It's not. It's not.
No. And you can find any of the topics, any of the things that he's saying, even from the exact same people that are on the Growth Day app. You can find them for free on YouTube.
Literally.
And here's, I feel like it's kind of wild. Every time we talk, I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't told you that I did this. I saw Trent Shelton. I have a picture of me with Trent Shelton.
Oh my God. You do?
I do. Yeah, I'll have to find it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. They all have good things in addition to the other stuff. Otherwise, you wouldn't listen to them.
Right.
Right. And so I had taken, I didn't really know who Trent Shelton was very much, but I had a friend who was really into following him on social media, and he happened to be performing in Seattle. So there were 3 of us that went, and we were front row, like we were in it. And and it's that they're good. They have some good things.
Yeah.
Do you think Carl might be working on a new MLM? I don't.
I think he's working on his freaking Tony Award-winning Broadway shows.
Yeah, so it's funny talking with Aaron in some of my previous streams. Aaron and I both have the same perspective, I guess, on Carl. He is so egotistical that I don't think he even sees it. I think he's still in denial to some degree, because it's wild. He could be.
Can you go into bankruptcy and not have to like make any make any payments to your investors, or like how does that work when you tank your company out and the angel, whatever, the investors are like, what the hell did you do with our money? Like, how does that work?
I have no idea. I don't know. And I don't know if so someone said like, well, and it may have been when I was reading some of the information on Mark Goldston, who's their fixer, that like the second they go public, like they make an insane amount of money, and then they just like, it really doesn't matter after that, because that's part of what happened with Mark Goldston when he took net zero public.
Ooh.
And so it can help save them a lot. And Carl is the one that owns, 60% of the stock. That's why he can do whatever he wants to.
That is wild.
Yeah.
That's one of the interesting things. Like, yeah, I get it. You have, if you own something, or if it's your baby, or like I say baby, your business or your channel, you might have one way of looking at it. There's also indicators of like, okay, maybe some things are rubbing up against my ideas. And then you get to make the decision, do I continue doing things the way that I have been doing them, or do I pivot? Or am I okay with these negative things coming in because I still believe in the way I was doing it? Okay, Carl, fine. Your super trainer flipping people off, your customers off who made you a lot of money, probably a no for me. Your super trainer making claims that they have some type of certification because they read books, probably a no for me. Your super trainer like making comments about people who are bigger than her, probably a no for me. It is a no for me. So I don't know. It's just and y'all, your and Aaron's thought about Carl having a big ego and not seeing the stuff, that is interesting, because that also makes sense with everything that's gone on. It's just wild.
Yep. It's so if you want just funny reading, Stock Twits. Have you ever looked on Stock Twits?
No.
Oh my
that
God.
Sounds like something right up my alley.
It kind of is similar to like a Reddit type thread, but it's people who have invested in the stocks and who are talking about it, and they are so funny.
Oh my God, I can't wait to look at it.
So someone's saying like, is it over? It's up 1 cent. Should we be happy or scared? News more like, and then again, this person, they kept making comments. So Carl had been posting, so he was talking about how like you don't negotiate with yourself, you get up and do the workout. I get in the cold plunge. I face the challenges of helping more people succeed. That's how you get the hard things done. This person commented on it. How hard is it to get the stock price back up to $12 a share that I purchased it at? I lost my entire life savings. How's that for something hard?
Oh my god, their entire life savings? Oh my god.
Didn't take long for that comment to get deleted.
Of course. And yeah, and I get it. You know, someone's saying something negative on your channel, you disagree with it, you say like, "Hey, you know what? That's not what you're, that's not what I'm here for." I understand that. It's just like when there's, probably 2,000 comments getting deleted, then it's like, okay, if it's wild. Okay, bye Melissa, have a good evening. Hannah's like, "Oh shoot, but the SHII word." Okay. Oh my god.
I mean, it's wild, but so it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week when they split the stock, and then try and figure out how to raise some cash. But here's the problem. They've been making so many weird decisions, and like these fire cells on the bikes, and now they're like, oh wait, yeah, someone just went to stock twits. It's amazing. But once they do sell out of the bikes, they're not producing anymore. They're not going to do anymore. They said
What?
that on the call.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, thank God, because they're wobbly as hell. Like, I made a reel one time where it's like, the mayhem guy, like that's literally like what it is riding one of the bikes, because it's like the wheels wobble but they don't fall down. I mean, the mixed bike might, because it's literally so wobbly.
It's wild. Yeah.
Amber just said, I asked to bring the DVDs back on Carl's post. It got deleted and I got slapped by Instagram.
You did?
What?
Gosh. So funny. You know what? I love the DVDs, because a lot of people have been complaining about this. Now when they leave, if they've paid for early access to anything, if they've paid any of those things, that it's gone, right? You have nothing to show for all of that money that you put out.
Mm.
Good night, Bethany. I know, I keep yawning.
I know we have to, you're going to school and keeping kids alive and yourself and, keeping your house running and like being smart. I'm just like,
and it's Christmas.
And
now I look like I'm crying.
Santa. Oh my God.
We will be doing Santa's transformation. We always do it the weekend after Thanksgiving, so it'll be next weekend. Because it is like a 3 or 4 day process, at least.
I know, I love it so much. Do you think that Santa would be open to at least doing one like appearance on one stream? Because if y'all haven't seen a Santa stream, like, you're missing out, okay? You're literally missing out.
Yeah.
You're married to Santa Claus, okay?
I am married to Santa Claus, and we have a new sleigh. So
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Now Santa is wanting to purchase a reindeer. What? What the hell are you going to do with a reindeer?
You need a reindeer cam, and we'll all pay $1 to watch it, and then you can pay for the reindeer's food.
Gosh. Okay. So what is Santa transformation? Okay. So my husband is Santa Claus. He is 46. How old is my husband? 46. But he's also a natural redhead. We bleach him out completely white, and he is the most legit Santa.
He looks exactly like Santa when he is doing his, but he is Santa Claus. He is Santa Claus.
He is full on. Yes, Nicole, he wants an actual reindeer.
Can you do a reel where you have a piece of paper where Santa's like doing it and he's going down, and like you do MLMs, like, and then you can do one with like Carl Deichler on the do the naughty list at the top in like scrolly font, and then you're doing stuff for the naughty list, and then you check off Carl Deichler and you check off BODi and stuff, and then he like you better not I don't know, no, not pout, you better not cry, or like I don't know, whichever one the songs for the reels. I would be like, we need to share it and then tag Beachbody in it.
Well, and
I'm so excited for this.
And Santa even like I know he has like a seal and everything, so he could do like an official like the melty wax seal letter, and we can open it, and
oh my god, I love it so much.
Amazing. Yeah, so it's between all of the things, I'm tired.
Yes. Well, on that note, I think we have covered the story, and we'll keep y'all apprised. And again, the reason I even know about this, and like Amy, I feel like Amy and Jen and Amber and Cheryl like know about this because like they were in it. I'm just like, y'all, someone sent me here. Let me just give credit where credit's due. It's in this one. Loria sent me this, that she was going to Hugh and Grace, and everyone in the Snark crew already knew about it. And I was like, stream?
Mhm.
So I was excited. So thank y'all for sending us stuff. Here's a big request. Please lick the stream on both channels. I'll link Amy and my channel, but please lick the stream and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Amy?
I was just gonna say, like the conversations that I've been having with people in my DMs over the last few weeks have been just fascinating. And thank you so much to everyone who shares things with us and sends things to us. And because there's something very powerful in learning that you're not alone, and that it wasn't you, it was the business model. And because I think you end up getting in this like weird echo chamber, and it's like, wait, it's me, I'm the problem, it's me, like everyone else is doing so great. And then like one day they're just like, oh, I'm going to a different company, and you're like, wait, what has been happening? Like, yeah, can I tag you on IG?
I'll change it. I was having some trouble with people who hate my existence tagging me with stuff. So I turned it off for a second. I'll turn it back on. I think one thing to go off on that, Amy, is that not only are you in an echo chamber where you think it's you, but that is by design to keep you silent when you leave, because they're like, well, if you have the right mindset, you'll be successful. If you actually are consistent and you have the right mindset, you just have to wait for that success to hit. And so when you leave, it's like, well, I'm the only one that wasn't successful because there can't be that many of us. Well, guess what? There's 14 million people out there, or whatever, 13,950,000 people who stopped doing Beachbody because there's only 50,000 people left or whatever.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think Amy, you gotta go. I think I'm trying to wind it down, but
You'll have to see the other thing we have that we're doing right now.
oh my god, yes. What are you doing?
A Lego village, but have you seen the wooden trees so like instead of a Christmas tree, it's round circles of wood that go up, and then our Lego Christmas village will be on this tree. It's like 7 feet tall.
Kind of. Are you gonna post a picture on your?
Yeah, as soon as I figure it out.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
So
I'm still working on my Hocus Pocus house, so and I want to get some other Lego stuff to build for Christmas, but
the Lego Christmas stuff is a lot of fun.
Yep.
All right.
Y'all take care of yourselves. Don't join a multi-level marketing company. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can know when we're gonna get in trouble again in the future. And hopefully soon. Let me play. I don't know if this is the right thing, but I'll play it and then I'll play the outro. Okay, goodbye.